The courtroom was silent, except for the soft, uneven breathing of an 8-year-old girl standing before the judge. Her tiny hands clutched a crumpled drawing, a soldier, a little girl, and a house with sunlight behind it. "Your Honor," she said, her voice trembling but brave, "if you free my dad, I'll heal you." People chuckled, some out of disbelief, others out of pity. The judge's lips curved into a faint, tired smile, thinking she was just a child who didn't understand the world. But no one in that courtroom, not even the men in shackles sitting behind her, could have imagined what those words would mean in the days that followed. Because sometimes, the smallest hearts carry the greatest miracles. Fade to black. Title appears, based on true events. Mark Ellison was once a hero, a decorated U.S. Army medic who saved countless lives overseas. But war doesn't always end when the guns go silent. For Mark, the real battle began when he came home. He tried to build a quiet life in his small town with his daughter, Emily, the only light left after his wife passed away during his last deployment. He worked odd jobs, fixed cars, helped neighbors, anything to keep their tiny world together. But behind his gentle eyes, the war still echoed. Every siren, every sudden noise would send him spiraling into the memories he couldn't escape. One night, everything fell apart. A misunderstanding, a bar fight he didn't start, turned into an arrest. A decorated veteran in handcuffs, facing charges of assault. The local sheriff didn't care about his service, the town that once saluted him now looked away. In court, he sat in silence, weary, ashamed, his uniform traded for orange. Emily sat in the back, clutching the drawing she made for the judge. She was only 8, but she understood more than anyone thought. Her daddy wasn't dangerous, he was broken, not bad. When it was her turn to speak, she walked up to the front, her voice barely above a whisper. "Please, Your Honor, my dad helped people. He fixes things. He even fixes broken hearts. He just needs someone to fix his." The courtroom softened. But the prosecutor rolled his eyes. The judge, stern but tired, sighed, "Little girl, that's not how the law works." That's when Emily said it. "If you free my dad, I'll heal you." Gasps filled the room. The judge blinked, uncertain what she meant. But Emily wasn't talking about medicine or magic. She had seen the judge's trembling hands earlier, the sadness in her eyes, the way she clutched her wedding ring as if holding on to someone she'd lost. Emily had noticed what others missed, pain. And she believed pain could heal pain. Days turned into weeks. Mark's trial lingered, but Emily kept showing up. She drew pictures for the judge, a man smiling again, a little girl giving him flowers, a family sitting together at peace. The judge, Margaret Halloway, was known as one of the toughest in the county, but inside, she carried her own silent grief. Her husband, a Marine, had taken his own life 2 years earlier. She had never spoken about it publicly, but every veteran case reminded her of the guilt she couldn't let go of. Emily's words haunted her, "I'll heal you." One afternoon, Judge Halloway visited the Veterans Center where Mark used to volunteer. She saw the photos on the wall, Mark teaching injured soldiers how to walk again, holding their hands, smiling with tired eyes but a heart that refused to quit. For the first time, she saw not a criminal, but a man carrying more than his share of the world's pain. At the next hearing, she made a decision that stunned everyone. "Mr. Ellison," she said softly, "I'm sentencing you not to prison, but to service. You will spend the next 6 months mentoring veterans struggling with PTSD. You will rebuild yourself by helping others rebuild theirs." Mark's eyes filled. He couldn't speak, he only nodded. Emily ran up and hugged the judge, whispering, "Thank you for letting my dad help again." Judge Halloway smiled, truly smiled, for the first time in years. Weeks passed. Mark worked with veterans, teaching, listening, healing. Emily joined him sometimes, bringing cookies and laughter. Slowly, his nightmares faded. He found purpose again. And one day, something extraordinary happened. During a community event, Judge Halloway came to visit. Her hands, once trembling, were steady. She knelt beside Emily and said, "You kept your promise, sweetheart. You healed me." Emily just grinned and pointed at her dad. "No, ma'am. He healed you. I just reminded you how to see it." Months later, Mark received a letter from the court, his record cleared, his honor restored. He stood at the grave of his late wife, holding Emily's hand. "I told you, Mom," Emily whispered. "We fixed Daddy." Mark smiled, eyes glistening. "No, baby, you fixed us both." The camera pans upward, sunlight breaking through clouds, the sound of Emily's laughter echoing.